There's Pedersen. And the old visor again, the cliche about the jousting knight of old. He looks calm enough there. It's a fine picture. Heat 13, then England have got to throw everything in here. Tatum on the inside red. Next to him, Hans Nielsen has looked immaculate, always does. Grid 3 has Chris Morton. On the outside, Pedersen, who has really been the one rider who has consistently found the horsepower to get from the back. He's done it in the most exciting way. England can afford to give nothing more away. Hans Nielsen normally behaves himself pretty well, a spot perhaps of psychology here at the start. I'm sure the Danes know that they can wrap it up here. Heat 13. Who will show? Nielsen and Tatum. Tatum takes the front wheel away from Nielsen. In third place, getting around the outside, it is Pedersen. But Tatum rode bravely there and really gave the world champion the rough edge going into the turn. Nielsen looks back. He knows Pedersen's there. I think that Nielsen might just be content to sit here because he knows that a shared heat here, a 3-3, will be enough to see Denmark home. Again left at the start and is at the back. So to the story now. Will Nielsen make his move, wind it up here? I think he's aware that Pedersen's in the no threat in third place though. Yeah, did have a look at his motor there. But now will Nielsen try for the grandstand finish around Kelvin? Tatum looks back and suddenly realises that Nielsen's made a tremendous amount of ground up on him. He's trying the outside run. He will swing back down the inside and I think he might catch him. He has. He makes it look so easy. He was a mile back. He came from nowhere. He just suddenly seemed to make his mind up. As safe as houses, I'll have a go and try to win it. And picked off Kelvin Tatum like an apple from a tree. Tremendous stuff from the main Dane. The last lap. And you'll see Tatum takes a peek over his shoulder there. And he must have thought he's home and dry because Nielsen was a long way back. But this is why this character from Oxford in the British League and Frost in Jutland is the world champion. He really produces his party piece around the outside. You can almost read his mind. He's going to swing back here as Tatum moves out to cover him. Tatum realises he's left a hole and Nielsen goes through it and over the line, salutes himself and the crowd. A really magnificent piece of tactics and strategy from the world champion.
Hans, congratulations. You had us fooled though. We thought you were going for second place, but you saw an opening.
Well, that's right. That's what Speed is all about, good racing. And I thought it was quite an enjoyable race, that one. It was a bit hard now, though. It seemed like gate 1 and 3 has been very favourable. And England being 6 points behind, they get 1 and 3 every time. So we've been struggling a bit at the start, but luckily we made up for it after. But Kelvin was going well in that race, and I had doubts that I could catch him. But they just watered the track a few times on the outside, and there was a bit of dirt out there. So stuck to the outside lane, caught him up a bit, and I think on the last lap he realised I was on the outside of him, and he sort of drifted out a bit on the last corner and left the gap for me to swim inside him. So, nice.
You obviously came here to the Danish side with a lot of determination. You went at it right from the word go.
Well, that's right, especially after we lost at Ipswich a couple of months ago. I feel we had a bit of a luck at Ipswich, a bit of bad luck at Ipswich. We stopped a few times. I had mechanical failure and Eric had mechanical failure. So, okay, England rode well, but we were really determined today and it paid off.